Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Game 2 between ducK, the Zerg, and the Brotoss, the Red Terran. As we see here, Game 1 was merely a setback, all part of the Brotoss's master plan.
Lure ducK into a false sense of confidence.
Absolutely. This map is Shakira's Plateau.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I am Josh Neutral Chaotic ducK, along with...
Nick Cervantes Brown.
I was going to let you say it. I figured...
I did say it.
I know.
I just wasn't sure. You always say it.
Well, don't put a question mark on it. Just know your name. Know your name.
I'm not confident anymore.
Yeah, it's okay. It's alright. This has been a wildly entertaining series so far. Game 1 was very, very back and forth. The stats were trying to tell us that ducK had the game the whole way, and maybe he did, but from a spectator's perspective, that was pretty awesome.
Oh, and ducK calls out the drops. I wonder if he's trying to lure the Brotoss into doing some more this time.
Yeah. Now we're getting into like the meta, like psychological, what's
psychological battle.
Yeah, what's gonna happen now? So these players are spawned, I guess you could say, close by air.
Well, I think this is on Shakira's Plateau. I'm pretty sure no one has backed me up on this, but I'm pretty sure you have to be on either half. So this is the closest position you can have.
Okay.
Either diagonal or horizontally across.
Yeah.
Which makes it...
Sorry, go ahead.
And it actually suits itself really well to ducK's fast expansion.
Yeah, I was going to say ducK is already going for his early fast expansion, and it'll be interesting to see what the Brotoss does to counter this. I mean, he's already seen this build once now. Does he have a solution to the Zerg problem? Other than a can of raid?
That is too fast, and so I'm going to go with no.
Yeah.
He is getting much earlier gas this time, which we saw that become a real problem for him in the last game because he couldn't get out those Vikings and appropriate other counter units that he really needed in the end.
Yeah, and I kind of wonder, how much is ducK going to change his strategy? Like, obviously he won the last game, and he's not going to, rewrite the book, but, is he going to go for a different, is he going to go for a different tech, or... I don't know what he was whoopsing.
I don't know either. I was watching the Brotoss.
It's mind games. It's all mind games. So
layers and layers of mind games.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see what the Brotoss does. I guess. Yeah. I don't know.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what he did.
Did he
were
cancel his lair or something, or
maybe he had some drones just hanging out somewhere.
Oh, maybe.
Don't worry, Brotoss. You're not the only one who's left out.
Yeah.
Because we don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't figure out what he did wrong. Oh, maybe he had the Overlord flying. Oh, maybe he's just saying he had the Overlord flying over the barracks and he was worried about it getting sniped. Because that's a big deal very early on.
Oh, absolutely. Supply, especially in the early game for Zerg, is very tricky to manage. And we actually see the one racks, one factory this time as well. Okay, yeah, just that.
No, it's one. Yeah, I mean it's one racks, one factory. But he has a lot of gas saved up, and he's going for a tech lab now. Oh, I'm sorry, a reactor. Okay.
And I wasn't really watching his mineral line much into the last game, but I've seen 2 mules go down, and we see the 1-1-1 coming up. With reactor on the barracks, tech lab on the factory. Yeah. So I wonder if we're going to see tank, marine, and Vikings?
Maybe. I'm not exactly sure. He might just be moving the reactors and, all the everything
those tricky
around.
Terran and their mix and match.
They're like feng shui.
Play-Doh, or what do you call it? Lego buildings.
Play-Doh buildings.
Play-Doh buildings. No, that's more. That's more. That's more of a Zerg building.
Yeah.
Make them a little mound.
So, I mean, it'll be interesting to see what... Ooh, what's this? He blew up the... I guess he changed his mind about something. He blew up one of the attachments. I didn't see which one it was, but it was on the starport. And it looks like he's going to be going... double something?
Double barracks.
Oh, he might
the second
be
barracks is coming later.
For Banshee. Cloaked Banshee, absolutely, that is what he's doing. He has 2 Banshees coming
what
out.
a fantastic... Oh, I love Banshee rushes. especially against Zerg. Fortunately for ducK, he's getting his evolution chamber right now.
You think we'll see some spore crawlers come up?
If he has time to do it. I mean, certainly at whichever base isn't attacked, I suppose.
It's going to come pretty close. Although the evolution chambers for ducK, typically what he does, I've played him a lot, is that he'll go 2 evolution chambers and just go back and forth on the upgrades and just get 2 at a time. So be interesting to see if he actually grabs spore crawlers. He is putting down a spore crawler, and that is not going to be good.
Wow.
So
well,
I don't think he's actually scouted this. I just think he knows that.
Well, our first Banshee's going in. It has the possibility of taking out the spore crawler. Well, probably it's going to finish right on time, actually. What lucky timing for ducK. Yeah. And a second spore crawler. I wonder if Matt got some kind of read on this happening, or if he just had a feeling this time.
He's definitely listening to our cast.
No Banshees, please, right as the Banshee gets there. And unfortunately, 4 queens also, so the one Banshee is unable to do anything by itself. I thought there was another one somewhere.
It might have got... No, there is another one coming out right now. And the Brotoss is going for 3 Banshees. I'm kind of surprised that he's sticking to this, even though there's now a spore crawler. Although there's only 1 spore crawler in that base, so I don't know.
Well, there's 2 in the main, 1 in the expansion right now. And we see ducK is going straight for the lair. He's probably going to start popping some... We might see a Hydralisk Den coming out really soon, I think.
He might be actually able to snipe some of these drones in the back just from where the spore crawler is placed in the main. And it looks like that's what he's going to try and do, maybe?
Yep, that is exactly what he's going for.
Yep,
and yep,
just out of range, except for the queens.
But their detection still applies, and yeah, he's still able to be seen. He needs to pull them back a little bit further.
Are they invisible now? I think they're invisible now.
Yes, they're invisible.
No, not invisible. Now they're invisible.
No, I'm watching ducK's camera. They're still invisible from over in that corner by the... Definitely, it would probably be a big boon if he could just take out the gas, the extractor, which he could definitely do.
Yeah, and he managed to kill 4 workers, so it's not a complete loss, but I'd imagine now ducK's going for the Roach Warren. He's going to try and break down the Brotoss's front wall.
And it looks like he's going to rely entirely on stationary defenses for combating these Banshees, which could be problematic for his army if he doesn't get...
And the Brotoss can actually snipe the Roach Warren right here. Oh, this could be big.
Oh, he's gonna drop the Spore Crawler first. If he cloaks right now, I think he's Banshees. There we go.
Nope, they can still be seen. Oh.
Yep, they're within detection. He's gonna lose 1 there.
Oh, but he is.
But that Roach Warren is gonna. Oh, he just needs a few more shots.
1 more hit. Oh no, the Brotoss! You could have just been saved right there. Wow.
I just don't think he had a good feel for where he was under detection and not, because he definitely had a position where he was still cloaked.
Absolutely.
And we actually see a second Roach Warren going down, just in case.
Just in case, because there's 13 roaches coming out right now, and this is going to be awful.
Well, if the roaches move up, I mean, they can't shoot this Banshee.
No, I'm talking about a base race situation.
Oh, that is possible.
But
if the Banshees pull back, I mean, his army will have nothing against air.
Yeah, the Brotoss is still making Banshees, and I guess he really wants to try and kill the Roach Warren, but now there's already 13 roaches on the field, 9 more coming, and a Mutalisk Den, not a Mutalisk, I'm sorry, a Spire coming down. And an Infestation Pit, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. I think ducK was really smart for putting the second Roach Warren over there. I don't think this is going to go well for the Brotoss.
I think the Brotoss is expecting air units, which they are. Spire is on its way, but they're going to be a ways away. You see him; he made a Viking, but he's also been kind of walling in his main too. I mean, he has 2 tanks and a sizable MM right there, as well as a missile turret coming up.
Yeah, really smart. He's got 3 missile turrets queued up. I wish they were a little bit better in overlap, but man,
now he has he has 4 Spore Crawlers surrounding the minerals in the main, which but only 1 in the expansion. So if he just would snipe that and then cloak, well, I guess there's Overseers about now too, though.
Yeah, I'm still kind of confused about why he is still going for Banshees, especially because the Banshees would actually be really good against the Roaches if he would pull the Banshees back. But
I really wish his tank was up closer to the ramp onto the natural as well, especially with this huge Roach army about to push in.
Now, that is smart to put down a bunker, but I don't know... What is he doing with all these air units in the corner? He actually has the starport rallied over there for whatever reason. And he's going to...
Oh, he's going to land the Vikings, take out the Spore Crawler.
That's pretty smart, except for the Queens, I think, could actually do some damage. We'll find out.
ducK cannot see those 2 Vikings there. It's just barely out of his vision range. And here come the Banshees. Vikings are moving up. They're picking off the Spore Crawler. The Queens will be moving in.
Move.
Actually, yes, I really like this move. ducK, meanwhile, is setting up his 3rd, by the way. Just a comment on the side.
Yeah, and ducK's really not...
And now the...
Oh, could be big.
Here come the Roaches. Now the Vikings just need to lift off.
Yeah, the Vikings need to get out of there, and the Banshees might actually do some serious damage to this Roach army.
Yeah. Queen is down, and now the Roaches need to retreat.
Oh, and ducK's going to lose some serious drones. Can he snipe? Yep, he snipes that. Good attack there.
I don't know why these 4 Banshees aren't taking out this Queen here.
Okay, here's another thing to note. Okay, I was going to say, the Brotoss doesn't have any SCVs coming out of his expansion, but he's now queued up to get some.
Our Banshee harass days are over. We have 7 Corruptors about to hatch.
Yeah, that's definitely not going to be good. Although they can cloak over there and avoid detection. So we'll see if the Brotoss is smart about it. I'd love for him to scout with these Banshees a little bit more and try and snipe this expansion, because that would be pretty amazing. But
he needs the cloak.
Get the cloak on. Oh, he's not thinking about the cloak. You have it researched. You spent money on it. Use it.
Oh, he's going to fly right over the Spore Crawler and loses another one. Oh, this is painful to watch.
Maybe not the best choice of...
I really like the...
I'm pressing C for him right now, just to let you guys know.
And, I think we're going to see very much... I'm loving the back and forth once again, but again, ducK is getting his 2nd up way earlier. He's got his 3rd up way earlier, and the longer this goes on, that gap's just going to grow.
Yeah, and his income's going to be absolutely insane. It's kind of interesting that he... never mind. Whatever.
We have a Greater Spire coming in, by the way. So, momentarily, might be seeing, what, Broodlords?
Yeah, Broodlords. Wow, we actually have 7 Broodlords coming in. So, and, I don't think the Brotoss has enough of an army. Like, he's only at 91 supply, and 33 of them are SCVs. So, it's going to be bad news for the Brotoss.
He's throwing down a 3rd barracks. Not sure if he's just going to try and go MMM really hardcore now to spend some of that extra cash.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, he's throwing a reactor on one of his barracks. And why is he still building Banshees?
He has quite a few Vikings, too. Still going for that air spear. I bet he still expects to see Corruptors on the field.
I wonder if he saw the Broodlords, because that could be huge. Since there's only 1 Corruptor left on the field, and Broodlords are super, super vulnerable to Vikings.
I'll tell you what, we currently have a small army of Roaches and Broodlords moving to the top right, neither of which can attack air.
Except for
the
Brotoss is going to get a really, really lucky... Oh, he might not get a lucky scout. Where's this SCV going? How smart are you,
It's
SCV?
going to expand. And there it is.
Expand, and it's going to see all of its new friends. So,
but he did not see the Broodlords.
He didn't see the Broodlords, but he does have Vikings, and they're pretty
they are
close.
so slow with their awkwardly flapping wings.
And ducK, maybe he'll wait to attack, because he is building 3 more Corruptors, but 3 Corruptors aren't going to be able to beat 9 Vikings. So we'll see what happens. He doesn't have any other anti-air other than that, too. So.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm really surprised we didn't see Hydralisk then go down at a point. Oh, but the Vikings and Banshees are moving out.
What is going on?
Oh, no. And if ducK attacks right now, I have to say...
There's not even that much left in this base to really die over,
Yeah, the Spore Crawlers aren't going to be worth much. Though, I mean, maybe if he attacks with them, it'll cause ducK to pull his army back. But with the Brotoss splitting up his army like that, he doesn't stand much of a chance to this.
Yeah, I think this is going to be game, unfortunately. I mean, it's a smart idea, but, this is just a huge army. ducK is actually now maxed out on supply. It's our first 200 army, I think, of the whole league. So
134 of that is actually army, too.
Yeah, it's a pretty massive army. I'm actually kind of surprised. Oh, I guess he does have 60 drones. I was going to say that he doesn't actually have more drones, but his economy is...
And there, the Banshees are attacking drones.
Double.
The Vikings are... And ducK moves in. He's not going to go for the retreat. He's going to go for the base race.
Yeah, I definitely think there's no reason not to.
Absolutely. The tanks are doing pretty... Well, tanks are gone. Focus fire from the roaches.
Yeah,
and the Vikings and Banshees are pulling back.
I think it's too little too late. Although there are a ton of Vikings right there. Oh man, I'd love for them to snipe the Broodlords, which are just right over here.
And
yeah,
there they go.
There they go.
Right at it.
But I still think it's
but
a little
the Corruptors are now going to focus fire the Vikings out of existence.
Still, though, the fact that he can kill some of those Broodlords...
Well, he knocked ducK's supply down to 154. Unfortunately, he lost considerably more than that.
I really would love for the Brotoss to cloak. Although I guess he doesn't have to. Well...
I don't think you could focus fire the Banshees if you wanted to right now.
Yeah.
They're just so surrounded by Vikings.
So now the Brotoss does have air superiority, although ducK is now making 14 Corruptors. And I'm pretty sure this one's going to be game again. But another excellent back and forth. The Brotoss is throwing up an expansion, so maybe he's going to try for this? I'm not sure. Is he going to land the Vikings? Where's he going?
I'm not sure at all what is happening right now. It looks like he's abandoned his main. He's going to float his his starports out of there.
Where is he floating them to, though? It's an interesting...
I am not entirely sure what's going on. The Vikings and the Banshees are heading for the top left corner. They'll be able to pick off an Overlord up there, but meanwhile, several Corruptors are going right on an intercept course, right hanging out at the third.
Yeah, and that's just way too many Corruptors, even for these Vikings. It's a pretty sizable amount of Vikings, but there's 13 Corruptors.
Oh, and the Corruptors got the first volley off, too, because the Vikings were moving and not A moving.
Yeah, and these Corruptors do have a 1A, or 1 upgrades, so pretty sure this game is over. But we'll see if the Brotoss makes us sit here and come up with things to say for a little while. So.
And the Vikings are all dead. And goes the last Banshee. The starports
and
are hanging out at the bottom, trying to escape.